So next up, another Swindon lad. He is making his debut. Please welcome Corey Lewis.
Let's keep the voices down, please. Thank you. So here we are again, MCP3. Corey, you're making your debut here on the 6th of July against Swindon's Jack Shoesmith. Obviously a lot more experience than you. I think he's had like six. He had 6 fights, 7 fights. Probably wouldn't mind me saying he's not had the best success, but listen, he's been in there. You can't knock him. But this is your first time. I mean, Antonio's going to give you the mic now. Just tell us what's brought you on to MCP.
Well, I've always grew up around boxing. Obviously, like my dad used to box, my uncles have all boxed, so I've always grew up around it. I've just never really got involved. I've always wanted to, obviously, but it wasn't until my mate Harry Coe started fighting, obviously Mark Dennis and that, I saw, well, people I know, they're just getting into it late, so why can't I, do you know what I mean? So I thought, yeah, fuck it, get in there. Why not?
Listen, that's great. And I mean, you mentioned your old man. I didn't recognise him at the door, you know. And is it your Uncle Dean? Yeah, he's had a few fights, hasn't he? And but listen, you're flying the Lewis flag, and we mentioned Jack and his experience. What do you know about him? Have you seen him?
I've watched a few fights, obviously. I'm quite confident in what I believe I'll do on the night from what I've seen. But obviously, he has got more experience than me. He's messaged me a few times saying like, yeah, fucking you'll be nervous, no. Which of course I will, I know that. But yeah, just see what happens, innit?
And obviously, Antonio's told me, you know, you're bringing quite big support. You know, it's your first time. Normally, naturally, with people making their debut, they always get a bit of support. And I see you've got your family here as well. Just tell us a bit about where you're training and how that is going.
At the moment, I've only been going Walcott, but obviously my mate Harry fights, he trains in like Chippenham. Couple other mates training at Alpha or whatever, so might end up going there as well. But it depends, wherever I end up training, I train. But yeah, it's going well at Walcott at the minute. Harold's putting me through some good work, so yeah.
Well, obviously, you mentioned your lads there that are boxing, obviously your family with their experience. So do you feel that's going to help you? Like you mentioned your buddies, your family, they can tell you a bit about it. And you've been to the shows as well in Swindon. Obviously, probably not. Have you been to a show here before?
Not in here, no. I've only ever been to the Mecca once. Yeah.
Well, obviously, it's going to be, we've got to say, actually, because it's a small venue, we are capped on numbers, and it's not just, we're not just saying this, but you need to get these tickets, because once they're gone, there'll be no tickets on the door. We could do that at the Mecca, because you can get like 1,500 people there. We can't do that here. So if you know any of the box on the card, please see them, because this will sell out in fight week for sure. Antonio.
So you said what is your friends and what made you get your family used to do boxing. I think that's a good, what White Collar's great for is a lot of people can just do it as a hobby now and be matched appropriately while doing it, you know, which is great. So how do you think this fight's going to go? What do you think is going to happen? Are you going to go to points? Are you going to stop him? What's going to happen, Cole?
To be honest, I've got quite a lot of people come in. So I don't. Where I'm first fighting as well, I don't want to have it over so fast. I believe I'm capable of doing first round knockout or at least first round stoppage, but I don't particularly want to do that. I don't want to put on a good show, but we'll see what happens.
I like that. So basically, what you're telling us, you're going to just play with him. You're going to have a bit of fun. You're going to ease into it.
Hopefully.
I mean, Jack, I've got to say, I've just found out he's on holiday. That's why he's not here. Normally, he would always be here. So, listen, people can probably knock the man, but look, he's been in there many times. A lot of people chat and say, you know, criticise. But if you're one of those criticisers who've not been in the ring, please come and see Antonio or me. I can sort your fight out, no problem. But listen, this big up for Corey Lewis. It's his debut, 6th of July.